Hey y'all. So before I put this, I figured I'd put it here. So let me tell y'all, I'm starting to talk about gator season. Gator season was my favorite. My favorite, my favorite. I got a bunch of pictures of me since I was a baby up until I quit gator hunting. And I wish I could still do it. I wish I could still do it. I just gotta find the right person who would help me out to, to get me another lease and stuff. Because when my brothers and all passed away, everything went downhill and it's just been crazy. But I wish I could still do it to show my boys. So I'm gonna start with one picture, but I have other pictures that I'm gonna show y'all and tell about it. But this is one of my favorites, the ones that people like in my lives. And I'm gonna upload it probably tomorrow to my other platform. But let me show y'all. See this picture right here, y'all? When I tell y'all gator season was my favorite, oh my God, it was my favorite. All work, but it was my favorite. And y'all, it is so hot. Y'all ain't gonna catch me in jeans. Y'all gonna find me a lot in my baby suit. And yeah, I call it my baby suit because my kids started out when they was babies. So, see, I'm in my baby suit because it's hot as hell. And I'm gonna catch me a tan, child. I'm gonna catch me a tan, okay? Because I love the sun. I'm a sun water bug, me. Anyway. And this picture right here, y'all. I had 19 gators in my boat. 19. See, they tagged up. See the orange things? They tagged up and stuff. This day right here. My daddy was behind me in his boat. Because he had gators in his boat too. We was coming in from the camp. He stopped to talk to somebody. And right here, as you can see in the background, I was in a place called the pipeline. You have to go through the pipeline to get into the intercoastal, which opens real big, where the big boats pass and everything. Good thing, because child, if I'd have made it to that intercoastal, I probably wouldn't have made it. I'd have been hanging on to a life jacket, waiting on my daddy. Anyway, this was right before the intercoastal, so good thing I started noticing that water was coming in my boot, y'all. In my boot. I looked down, I'm like, oh hell, what the heck? Like, what's going on? Now, for some of you who get offended about animals and stuff like that, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but y'all, this was a way of life for us. This was how we made our money. This is how we lived. We lived off the land. We didn't have no other way. That's all we knew. Anyway, when I realized the water was coming in my boot, I gunned it, y'all. All I could do was gun it. And I gunned it to the bank to where, as my boat was sinking and going down, it made it to go enough, probably like this. The only thing that was sticking up out that water, yeah, my daddy did take this picture. This is when we was on our way. And this is probably when he stopped to talk to people, and I just kept going. Because we was taking pictures of, we had to take, it was a good season that year because we was able to get a lot of tags in one day. His boat was full too. But this part of my boat right here was the only part that was left up. When I made it to that bank, y'all, all I could do was start grabbing gators. I was going into it sunk all the way in where the water was at. I was going in. I mean, don't ask me where my strength come from because I don't even know. What I do know is I saved all them gators because that was $6,000 in my boat. $6,000 in my boat. Mind you, a new motor. I didn't get a new motor. We happen to know people that fixing them, so he did what he had to do. I don't know what he did. But anyway, my daddy finally got to me and helped me put them all up. Got the water out the boat. What we found out and what we figured out, this tail right here that was hanging out this boat was splashing water, because where I was at right here was a good ways from the camp, so it took a little while, but it would put water in my boat, and that's how I started taking on water. Again, even though I just spend money on my motor, this was pretty priceless, and one I'm always gonna remember because it was crazy. I like to put the big daddies up in front of my boat. Look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love me some gators, y'all. See, my daddy had only a few gators. This was only 2 at the time, but we had put some in his, but he would put some big ones in his so I can manage to hold more. But y'all, I still to this day don't know where I get the strength to save all them gators at. That's crazy. So let me check some of these questions. Oh, and by the way, out there in the marsh, y'all, I don't know nothing about different women that's on TV, but I can tell you this. When we would go to the marsh every year, I saw 3 women. No, not, let me take that back. I saw 2 other women. Me, my cousin Liz, and Miss Marie Lacoste. And y'all, I get on a daily basis, oh, you Liz off of Swamp People. You Liz off of Swamp People. No, I'm not Liz. No, I haven't been on Swamp People. Nope. I don't know all these other women on Swamp People. I don't even know where they at, where they come from. I don't know. So I can't answer a lot of questions. But I can tell you the facts on me, Liz, and Miss Marie. It was always good to have help because these gators ain't light. I love to fight a gator. I love to fight them when you pull them up and everything. But it wasn't easy. But if I had to bank on it, or maybe that's the wrong word. Let me not use that word. I can guarantee you that if you went out there in that marsh, whether we had help or not, we was 3 badass women that could pick them up and do it by ourselves. By ourselves, because we did it. So whether we had help or not, we managed to make that season, child. We managed to make that season. And for the most part, see, we had a good bit of tags. So for the most part, my daddy would take half. I would take half. My brother would take some. But when my brother wasn't there and it was just me and my daddy, we would take half or whatever. But when it was later, a lot of times it was me and my brother and my sister, that would help out. Up until, all that bad stuff happened. And my brothers, it was crazy. But, so that's the story on that picture, y'all. And again, no, I'm not Liz, y'all. That's my cousin. As a matter of fact, a lot of people ask me, well, Brandon, why you never told nobody you was related to Liz or Don Rich? Because a lot of people know Don Rich, or South 70 with Scott, or when I first started all this. Y'all, that's my family who built their own success. I wasn't trying to use their name to build my empire. I didn't want to be known because I knew them. I wanted you to know me for me. You know what I mean? Now I tell it, because I had so many people watching me and so many people liked me for me. So now I tell people, and my uncle that's on the radio station, If you want to hear some small pop music, y'all, he plays on every Saturday morning. The music I like and listen to, and which I listen to a lot of things, y'all. Soul and small pop is probably my favorite. But he's on Gumbo 94.9 in Houma, and he plays it every Saturday morning. And if y'all wanted to hear him, you can hear him. You could stream it. They got a live button that you can hear him. But again, I didn't wanna build my name off of theirs, because they're all good people. My aunt used to play music. There's a lot of things, you know, that I'm just starting to say and talk about, and that's why. Because if you was gonna like me, you was gonna like me for me, and not because I know somebody. Let me check out these questions, because I can answer some. Let me start from the top. Hey, Gypsy Soul, Angela, Michelle, Kathy. Come to Wallace Lake. We can get a hunt there. Oh, child, I wish I can. Kimberly, love your videos. Thank you, baby. Hey, gal, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Following you from TikTok. Love hearing everything. Kathy, 19 Gator. I love story time. Hey, King. Tammy from Kentucky. King, yeah, it's a way of life. Did your daddy take... Oh, I answered that one. Been waiting for this story, girl. You're awesome. Thank you, Barbara. I sure miss story time with you. Well, I kind of been under the weather the last couple of days. I haven't did too much. I like my gators fried, but only can get it at the state fair. What's the biggest gator you caught? The biggest gator I caught was, I want to say close to 13 foot. It was 12 something. I don't remember exactly. I'm sorry, I love you, but I don't know your people. No, and some of y'all won't, but around here and from TV, a lot of people know my people. Funny story. I won a contest to fish with the small people in college fishing team. Oh yeah, people ask me if I'm ladies daily, y'all, daily. And at first I wouldn't even address the question, you know, like, again, it's not who I am to build my empire for somebody else. Hey, Miss Brandy from Phyllis, from Arizona. Steven, hope you're better now. Hey, Angela, Donna, Steven. So, Galafa, I can't get. Now, how I get it back off, I don't know. I guess it's gonna disappear. Oh, yeah, there we go. But anyway, y'all wanted to come and tell that story about the gators. And before I post it on my other one over there. Because I'd rather tell it here because I can tell a lot longer. You know what I mean? I can talk a lot longer. Especially when... Oh, hey, Woody. Okay. Because I can, you know, when people ask me questions, I can keep going about a story. And y'all got plenty of stories to tell. And it's coming. So I'm going to see y'all for the night because I got to get up and go to work in the morning. I just wanted to put this one out there before I actually put on the other one because I let other people know about. I'm not doing the part 1, part 2, part 3 because that don't generate an order. So I give a short story and then I come here and do the whole thing. Much love from this Cajun, y'all. Much love.